Hey, hi, this is Scott with Munday Scientific. Gonna quickly show you how to replace the gearbox in a BH2, Olympus BH2. Sometimes over a period of time, 10, 20 years, the grease oxidizes and gets where it's stiff. And what'll happen is if it gets too stiff, the brass teeth in the gearbox will strip out. If they do strip out, good news, we have gearboxes relubricated in stock. If you get to them before you strip them out, you can relubricate them. Or you can send the whole scope to us and we'll service it. Here's the gearbox here, 2.5 millimeter Allen screws. Be careful when you take the last screw out, your stage bracket's going to want to fall, which if it falls real hard from the top, might cause other problems. So I hold the bracket on the last screw, let it down easy.
So when Scott says he holds the bracket, this is the part he's holding. A lot of times your stage is going to be on there, so you just kind of hold underneath here and it won't all fall at the same time. So once you take it out, it's going to look like this right here.
Sometimes they have these little brass shims behind them. See this shim? One right here, there's another one right there. Put them back in there if they have them. So let's see how this one moves. This one moves good, but it's something we always check. So like on this one, since it moves so good, I would probably just add a little drop of oil to where it spins, right? But quite often, they'll get really stiff and this brass is soft metal and they'll strip out quite often. So you just would add a little bit of oil. If it's all dried up and stiff, you can remove these little Allen screws. You can push the pins out and re-grease them.
Show the Allen screws again.
Looks like there's one on each gear.
And they hold it to the pin. The pin is this part right here. Yeah.
Right, and you know, take a photo so that you put them in the right way. Do one at a time, whatever works for you. And then just reassemble it, you know. I usually like, if this shim comes out, I might put a little grease on the back, like glue, just to hold it in place. All right, see? And then
you also want to check that rack. So you see that rack in there? I'm going to point to it. This is the rack right here. It's kind of dark in there. But make sure those teeth are really good, especially if you're having a problem. Sometimes that part will strip as well.
right, especially if your gearbox is stripped, look at the rack closely. So, you know, you can flip this scope on its face to make it a little easier.
And if you do this, make sure all the optics and the
Blue filter.
all the parts are off.
All right. All right, so I'm just going to place that back in there. You get my 2.5. All right, and I don't tighten them down yet. I leave them all a little loose. When you put the thing in, sometimes you can get it a little cocked from one side to another. And you just got to kind of play around with the focus to get to where it feels good going up and down, the travel of the focus. If you have it pushed down too tight, it might bind a little bit. Typically, when I set it back up, I'll show you, there's a little bit of play that you have in there, which you're supposed to have. But you can push it too tight, no play, then it binds up. All right, here's the last screw.
All right, you want to show that play?
Yeah, I'll get it sit it up. And like I say, this is loose, so I kind of tweak it around to try to get it in square, but not too tight. See? Potential span. Imagine that.
Car warranty's out of stock.
Yeah. All right, so I just got it kind of tight in there a little bit. So, see this plate? You want that.
Hold on, let's see it.
You want that. And then you work it up and down. Just make sure it doesn't bind. You might have to tweak it a little left, a little right, up and down. There's not a whole lot of movement in the screw, but it'll make a difference. And that's all there is to it. You can fix this yourself.
So that's it. So once you do this, you should be good to go. If your teeth are stripped on your gearbox, you can find those at microscopemarketplace.com. If you got any questions, email us, info@mundaymicroscope.com. And
also, you should do the fine focus spindle. Pull that out. Maybe we'll do a video on that, or you can send them to us. Whatever you want to do. Give us a shout.